Jimmy Butler, he's a very interesting player to me.
He's like, oh shoot, I don't know where to go with the ball because I haven't been able to think.
It was a great series. Game 4 was one of the best games I've ever watched in my entire life. Now LeBron's a 4-time champion, and Anthony Davis gets his first.
It's unacceptable. So happy when the Astros lost because it would definitely be a 2020 thing.
Yeah, I was impressed by their game. Braden Point, Andre Palat, Nikita Kucherov. That was the best line in the playoffs, no doubt.
Stay undefeated when they face the mighty Cowboys with Garrett Gilbert.
Hey everyone, I'm Jared Sandler, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our MLB video game opinions of the week. MLB video, but we're going to talk about MLB the show. It's been a little bit. Austin, the man that plays co-op. Yeah, I don't know what is up with me today. I don't know what
I am a big co-op fan. It allows you to use teams or players that are not from the current set pool. It's usually set 3 or set 4. I still use Chipper, so
nice.
It helps me not have to consistently be up on the sets and have to change my team consistently. No, I still use JT Realmuto, Trey Turner, and Chipper.
Okay, so your thoughts on the sets have not changed. Don't like the sets.
I'm fine with the sets, but I do think that they should have more than one wild card. I'll say that.
All right, yeah, I haven't really played. I played a little bit with Road to the Show, but I got the new Spider-Man game, so I'm probably going to be playing that for a long time because that game's it's probably the most hyped I've ever been for the game. I know it's outside of the sports world, but the show to me, I tried to play with the new playoff cards, but I just don't like the set. None of the players, maybe I would like the Manny Machado, but I don't really care about the team affinity. I didn't like the All-Star one either. Did you see those cards?
That was bad. I didn't like the All-Star either.
They were all old and it was cool to have Joey Gallo, but it's not a good card, or I don't hit well with it. What do you want to say?
What do you thought? Did you see what was it called? They were they wear suits, or they wear
that's
fancy...
the team affinity.
Yeah, but it's called something.
I have no idea. I think it's fashion mode. I don't know.
It's fashion or style or something. It's maybe the weirdest group of cards I've ever seen. It just is. I don't get it at all. I don't know what fashion has to do with it, and what I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, I just don't like. I haven't liked. Yeah, looking back and I haven't liked the past 2 team affinity cards because I'm I don't really care about this. I did like there was the cool Jacob deGrom one, the cool Spencer Strider one. Were those incognito? Do you know the cards I'm talking about? Are those team affinity, or is that the set 2?
I don't think Incognito was set 2. Okay. Maybe it was. I don't remember.
But maybe because the set 4 is what these team affinity cards are, and to me, if you're not gonna have good team affinity cards, why am I playing the game? That's my whole point. I want this cool Corey Seager, or I want this cool Derek Jeter. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I just don't know I think they're trying to do way too much, if you know what I mean, instead of just sticking to the roots of why we love to play MLB the show.
Yeah. It looks like there's tier 4. So what is the thing? Do you wish they were no longer sets and they would?
Maybe the sets were longer. Maybe there's only, instead of 5 or 6 sets, there's only 3 or only 2 sets. Maybe a pre-All-Star set and a post-All-Star set.
Yeah, I would like that. I like the idea of 99's day 1, but it's just when there's so many new cards, it limits them in repeating guys.
It's also constant grind from day 1 because of how insane those cards are.
Yeah, so I like and most of the cards I used are monthly awards cards. I love those cards. What do you-
Yeah, the Cody Bellinger card is amazing.
Okay, really? I don't have. I was like dominating with the Michael Harris one, but I did like the 99 Mike Trout. That was like All Star one. I like that card. That was from like overall progress. It's just like to me, if I'm gonna grind, I want the Team Affinity cards, and by doing the Team Affinity cards, I'll get the larger cards. But if I don't want any of the Team Affinity cards, why would I do that?
True. It makes it to where you don't necessarily want to do what the game is meant to be.
Yeah.
It's you're meant to go after certain cards, but there's so many of them.
Yeah.
There's just so many cards to go after. You kind of get, or at least I get, like a deer in headlights type of thing, where I'm just looking at, wow, there's so many. It decreases the value of a lot of cards, I feel like, because of how many sets that they have.
Yeah, like I don't like I feel good. Like I don't want to grind on just progress when I feel pretty good about my team. I know like I could hit better, but it's because I haven't played the game in a while. Like I probably since our last video on the show, I've probably played the game like 4 times. 2 times in maybe the past 4 weeks.
Yeah, I played it a couple days ago, and it's fine. Again, playing co-op with friends or a friend is fun, especially because I don't have to grind. I don't have to get those new cards. But that's how it was last year, where you didn't have to do that. Where you needed to grind. I needed to grind to get the chipper because it was a set one. You had to get a certain number of set one cards. But I didn't want to do that every season. I don't have the time to do that every season.
Yeah, that's true. And I like the cards up to Chipper. Like I wish I got Chipper, but I also like the other cards I got. Like I think there's like an Adley Rushman that I wanted, but I'm like, well, like I don't really like any of the cards. Like where am I going to put this in my lineup? And just last year, I did feel that too. But I was still up for the postseason cards. That was when I was getting out of it. I'm pretty much out of the game now. So I don't know if I'll buy the new one.
Yeah, it depends. I'll have to see what they add. What is new. And especially how many sets there are going to be. I will probably end up getting the game. Especially because I like to play it with friends. I don't know if it's something that MLB The Show does or the fact that I know I have people who like to play the game that I've been doing it with for the past couple of years, so why not continue?
Yeah. Like you and I play and maybe, but I might wait a little bit. Like I pre-ordered it this year so I could play it day one, but I don't know if I'm going to do that if I'm going to be out of the game like a few months after.
Do you think buying the game was worth it?
I would say I probably made my money back. I thought I'd be playing it more because I was really excited about the sets. I'm like, ooh, I can get all these new cards. But just the way they've done it, I haven't liked it. But it did get me to the point where like I played other games. And yeah, I love the story games the most, but I do love sports games. But like if I buy a game for the story and I love that game, I'll play it again later. Like I don't know how you are with other games.
Yeah, I like story games, but I like sports games more than story games, but that's why I still play MLB The Show 18, for example.
Okay.
I'm in 2035. I simulate every game, but not simulate every game. I don't know if you ever played franchise in MLB The Show.
Yeah, do you do moments like that moment game?
No, I don't do moments. It's where you can start a game and you can sim by inning. So I'll sim to the 8th inning. If the game's close, my team's down, they need me, I'll step in. And I do that for all 162 games.
Dang.
And that's why I'm in 2035, and I have a 46-year-old DJ LeMahieu on my team with a 40-year-old Shohei Ohtani and a 40-year-old Corey Seager. And so that's just fun for me. So I can create my own, like you're a story game. It's my own story because I get to make it. But the show has really lost that allure to me. Same thing with Madden. I used to love Madden franchise. Now Madden franchise is so bad that it's unplayable.
I had never really gotten to MLB franchise just because I didn't. It got very confusing to me. It's not very easy to get.
Oh no, it definitely takes. It's tough. You have to know. You have to know baseball more than just a surface level because there's a Rule 5 draft.
Yeah,
there's an actual draft. There's a
salary cap.
Salary. It's not a salary cap. It's what your team can pay.
Gotcha.
Because the MLB doesn't have a salary cap,
Mhm.
IRL.
Yeah.
But, like, not every team can. If you pick the Marlins as your franchise, you can't spend that much. It's realistic, which I do like.
Gotcha.
And
Because I remember I had a spending spree, and they're like, you have to get rid of these guys now. And I'm like, then why did you let me sign them then? That doesn't make sense to me.
yeah, I get it. It's not for everybody, but because I've been doing it, so it's MLB The Show 18. So since 2018 to 2035, this is my 18th season.
Mhm.
So over time, it's really worked out. But at the same time, you do have to wonder. Again, I think it's way too much pay to play now, and that's not really what I enjoy.
Yeah. Like, if I enjoy the story, I'll play it once. There's only very few games where I've played twice, but I feel good just playing the game once, and it's worth the money for me. But with the show, I want it to last, like, until next season, and it really hasn't done that. I don't know if I'll get back into it. I just don't know.
I don't think it has to last until the entire season. You're gonna have time when you're not playing a certain game, but it should be when you go back. Oh man, I missed it. Let's
Yeah.
get back into it. That's not what's happening.
Yeah, it's not.
I
I may
love
not
to
pick it up.
I
again.
love 2K, but I'll go through spells where I don't play it. But when I come back, it's like, wow, I miss playing basketball online with friends. That's the same thing with Rainbow Six Siege, which I'm playing some now.
Mhm.
When we take a little bit of a break, when I come back, I'm like, wow, I want to get back into this. I'm not getting that with the show. The show is, hey, friends, if friends did not ask me to get on, hey, do you want to play with us? And I knew I could use Chipper still. If that wasn't the case, I would not be playing.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, like there would be moments where I'd play it, I get really into it, then I get busy, and then I do other stuff, then I get back into it. I'll check in. I'm like, oh, let me check in. And like I'm on it for maybe like 15, 30 minutes. I play like one quick 3 inning game, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not feeling it right now. I'm just going to stay out of it. It's not bringing me back. And like we're still in the baseball season. I know it's playoffs, but like it didn't get me that far into it. So that's just my overall thoughts on it.
Yeah, I don't know what else to add.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Do you like these type of videos? I enjoy talking to them. It's fun talking about games, especially sports games, because we're a sports podcast. Let us know what you think in the comments, and thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.